You're holding the zoom a long time. Welcome. Today I'm going to be making my world famous, highly acclaimed, Oscar-winning brownies, which are not my recipe. They are actually the Claire Saffitz recipe that is found in this book, which I've had for millennia. The book is disgusting, it's tattered, it needs to be thrown in the bin, but the brownie recipe does not. So I'll be showing you that. It's my first video, which is why the general everything sucks, but we're gonna try and improve that, starting with like the islet disease, so we'll sort that. Oh hi. The first step of this process is that we're gonna need like a pan of hot water for the chocolate and the oil and the butter to melt and everything. I actually don't think we have enough oil, but I'm gonna like supplement it with a bit extra butter. I always do too much butter anyway, just because I can't be bothered to measure it. Like everything else is using cups, like American scales, and then this is using weight, so I don't have time for that. So the first thing we're gonna do is fill this with hot water. We get to use this is the type of high-tech that we have in the studio. It's a boiling water tap. It got really moldy once, so my dad had to like clean it. So this probably has like asbestos in it, but you know, this isn't actually going in the recipe, so we're fine. It's hurting me. So you should do more than this, because I can't remember what it's called, you're like, when you're putting the bowl over to melt stuff, you should probably have about halfway full. This is probably only like a third, but the tap was trying to attack me, so we're going to do what we have to. Come on. I'm just going to turn this on to a boil. I can't lie, I'm a bit flustered by the camera, so I might be doing this in the wrong order. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so Ellie, you need to come closer.
But then I'm not getting everything in.
Also, we did the top, we're RuPauling the bottom. Like, half is glam, you shouldn't be seeing the bottom half anyway. Do not use this dirty knife, I don't know where that's come from.
I don't think they're going to be using your dirty knife.
They might.
They might.
If you're subscribed, you can come and cook this here with me. Next video. With a fan. Don't give me that look, I meant it in a nice way.
Okay.
In that kind of channel. Like, I think it's 50 grams last time I checked. Oh, it's 85. I'm gonna do about 100. This is 250 blocks, so it's probably like here. There is a step I'm forgetting, wait. Okay, so we're gonna need to bloom the cocoa. I don't really know what that means, but I've done it hundreds of times. It's getting a bit too bubbly. What do we think? Is that too bubbly? That'll be fine. This is why the book is destroyed. I'm just tipping it over. There's like none going in. I was gonna tip the remnants that are on the page. You can't see, but the camera's also covered. This is getting to me. This isn't working either. I'm not this bad at cooking, I swear. I'm really good. I don't know where I go from here. Maybe if I use this to like scoop. Like I'm cutting lines or something. Not like cutting lines with flour. This is family friendly channel. Please sponsor me. It's just getting louder and louder and more stressful for me. You know what? You know what actually annoys me? When you watch like a cooking video, or you watch like a baking video or something, and it's someone who's like new to baking or something, or like there's someone that's like, oh, I'm so bad at cooking, like I can never do it, and then they just don't read the instructions. Like they just don't. They're like, I can just spitball this, and it's like this is why everything goes wrong, because you think you're Gordon Ramsay. You can just like, that looks about right.
This
you don't have that
kind of
skill.
looks like what we're doing.
Yeah, but I'm not like that. I'm good at this.
You
clearly.
are Gordon Ramsay.
This gets incredible reviews, I'm telling you. I mean, the taste gets good reviews. I feel like now that people have seen like the inside of the cooking process, maybe
no one wants to see how the chicken nuggets are made.
about that. And we're just gonna put this in here. The thing is, it's like the most insignificant, like, little step in the recipe as well. Give it a whiff. Smell like appetizing, guys.
Or they give it a whiff.
Yeah, audience, everyone at home. I'm gonna chop this butter. Look how slow my camera woman is. She's like, you say, come see this step. She's like, I'll think about it. I'm starting to think she doesn't even want to learn how to make these brownies. Okay, so we have our butter chopped, and then we have the chocolate to chop, which I need to go get from my coat. It's in packaging, it wasn't just loose in my coat. This is meant to be a 1/4 cup, so this is about this much. I'm not quite sure. I think we're gonna literally just have enough. Is it essential that you film the flour?
Yeah. Getting those shots in of the butter.
We've got this chocolate. This is a chocolate that's gonna get melted down. So if you're trying to have like, there's chocolate going in this later that's gonna have a bit more of a bite, a bit more like texture. But for this, I'd always recommend just get like the cheapest chocolate. Don't use nice chocolate for this. Yeah, you only need about 150. So maybe one of these. It's like a ticking time bomb. I washed my hands before this. I feel like this video is gonna have a real impact on anyone who's ever eaten these brownies off me before, which is like anyone who's ever met me.
Baby Alex is gonna cry.
Baby Alex is gonna be like, Jesus Christ. Take my video out of this.
I never ate these brownies.
We're gonna get an affidavit. This is a bit of dark chocolate. It recommends like milk or like just neutral cooking chocolate. I use normal because I don't know about how it is in the States, but cooking chocolate is like more expensive here. I know it melts quicker, but it's kind of irrelevant if you're using like a broiler. That's the word.
Broiler.
It's a broiler. That's what we're doing.
Is it not like a bain marie?
Sorry, I'm not French. Sorry, we're not classy like the rest of you. It's a broiler. In the book it says broil. It's a double broiler.
It's funny that we're assuming this is gonna make it to the States. Like, our chocolate is
Why
different to
wouldn't it?
yours.
Can you imagine someone posting like, oh, please watch my YouTube video, and you watch it and it's in?
You have to make a return to like,
I'm literally gonna have to. So I've
to
been
push
doing,
this.
I've been doing that really annoying thing where someone's like, I'm leaving Instagram. Bye guys, I know you're gonna miss me, but I'm leaving Instagram. I mean, people have been missing me, let's be honest. If you've tuned in from me posting this on my Instagram story, you've missed me. We know it. See, this is the point that I was talking about earlier. Should I measure this just to check and see if it's the right amount? I should. Am I going to? Of course not. Oil.
That was cold.
And then this is a step that I like literally always forget, and then I have to add it in like as they're in the pan. But your cocoa mixture, this is one that we made earlier. Your cocoa mixture, that goes in here. This water, I don't know if it's being picked up on camera. Ella, do you know what I just thought?
What?
Are you over my speaker? Someone's getting fired. She's scared behind the camera. She's crying, guys. Just have the broil on super high, and we're just gonna stir this. You can leave this about half melted. You just want the big clumps of chocolate melted, really. The butter, if you haven't chopped it that much, like I don't bother chopping it that much, the butter can still be pretty much in a block because that will like melt residually. You just want it all nice and glossy from the butter, and then we can leave it to rest because we're going to want this to be lukewarm. I mean, the book says until chilled, but we're rebels, we're cooler than that. Clearly we know more. So if you can see, I'm just going to take this out now. You can see there's like little clumps of butter and stuff here. That's fine. Okay, this bit's really scary. The like water's going to start spitting at me, and we've had a hard enough time today, so let's hope we survive. 3, 2, 1. That was scary. Who was scared? Okay, and we're going to take this off the heat. You can chuck this right in your sink. or all over your book if it's covered in cocoa powder.
Or all over your cameraman if they keep covering your speaker.
We're going to move on to our next part, which is unable to see because the book is covered in cocoa powder. But lucky for the people at home that are watching this, because you're obviously watching this thinking, I really want brownies. You know who's going to know and tell me how to make them perfectly? Anna Thompson. Anna C. Thompson's going to show us. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to prepare the dry ingredients while we wait for this to melt. You know what I've just realised? I don't think I've given measurements before this point in the video. How are they going to make it? There's someone cooking along with us right now. He's like, please, how much oil?
Someone, there's like thousands of people in America. They were
across the world. There's a scientist in the Antarctic right now who's going, please, Anna, please. Isn't this quaint?
very.
Aren't you enjoying this?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the best video you've ever seen? Don't you want to like and subscribe? Don't you? I'd like to imagine that this whole video is just going to have cocoa on it.
It kind of does. Not really.
Do you want to give it a wipe?
No?
No?
I mean, I think it's fine.
Adds to the end. You know when you're like in primary school and you have to write a letter to the past and you just cover it in coffee granules? So the secret ingredient for this, and you know what, this is actually, people say secret ingredient and they mean like salt, but this is like a real secret ingredient. Like a lot of the time I do get asked, why are your brownies so good? How do they taste like that? And I'm like, that's a secret ingredient, mamas. I can't share that. But the secret ingredient in this recipe is hot chocolate powder, or cocoa powder if you're in, if you're
in the States. Do they not call it hot chocolate powder?
No, they don't call it hot chocolate, do they? They call it hot cocoa.
Ah, okay.
The more you know.
Worldly Anna.
International man of mystery, Anna. You want 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I'm using just a packet that I got for Christmas. This is about 25 grams. I don't think it'll make much of a difference. So I'm just gonna tip it in. Camerawoman, please help me.
Why can't I'm gonna be able to open this?
I won't show your face so you can have a career one day.
Thank you. It's not like OnlyFans. Like, I'm gonna
Just
see
remind
this.
you of what they told you when you were on OnlyFans. Okay, I'll do the scissors. So I'm a star.
Just gotta show my face because my face card would distract from the whole video.
Yeah, it'll get demonetized.
Yeah.
Like I'm making money off it. Maybe a bit more. Doesn't that smell good, camera woman?
So good.
Guys at home, can you smell it? It smells so good.
It does actually smell really good.
Let's come back and check on our mixture here. As you can see, the butter cube solids that we had before, they've all melted a lot. We'll just scrape the sides so we can get all the chocolatey goodness melted in. This is my Nara Yummy voice, guys. Do you like it? Are you enjoying it?
Today we're making...
That's just your American voice. That's just the voice you use for all Americans.
She's got like a high pitched voice though. And it's soft.
That's because she's a woman, Ella.
So am I!
I didn't say yours isn't a high pitched and soft. I said hers is high pitched and soft because she's a woman. These liberals, man. Take everything so personal. This example here, that's too much salt. That's too much salt. It's not gonna make it that big of a difference because it's gonna be really sweet anyway, but especially if you're using something that's like processed like this hot chocolate powder, it's gonna be pretty salty anyway. That's another thing. So this recipe from the Claire Saffitz book uses vanilla extract. I hate vanilla extract. I don't even like the smell of it. If you have vanilla body spray, keep away from me. So we're gonna exclude that. So we have our dry mixture all ready. I'm gonna give it a bit of a whisk just for professional bakery purposes. I don't know what it does. There's no need to incorporate air in this. I think it's literally just because they think it sounds nicer to whisk it than it does to mix with a normal bowl. Look at this, I'm whisking without even looking. Wow. Can you say professional? How do you hold a whisk? Let's talk about this. Do you hold it like a pencil? Or is that too magic wandy? Are you like...
Give me a try, let me see. I think I'm doing like this. If I'm whisking something, it's like
that's not doing anything.
That's aerating.
That makes a difference if it's like,
you do like
it's more
this.
like scalding with a whisk.
Yeah, that's what you do, and then it gets all the air in. I can do it in my right hand as well because I'm ambidextrous.
Fun fact about our camera woman. You thought it was a cupboard? It's not a cupboard, you idiot. This is a fridge. So this is the most annoying part of the recipe, in that you're gonna have to separate the yolks from the whites, and then you have no purpose for them. I might save them because my dad's on a cholesterol kick, so he's not meant to have egg yolks anyway.
Big up,
so if
Gary.
you have, yeah, big up Gary. If you have a use for the yolks, you could make maybe a meringue.
That's
Or
the
just an
whites.
egg white omelette. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what I mean, but we're using the yolks. I don't know why. Protein, I guess. You can actually incorporate protein powder into this very easily. I haven't done it before, but if you have protein powder like this, or some sort of chocolate one, or
Not
alternative, not Spawn. I mean, if you want to sponsor me, you can see I'm getting the gains.
Wait.
Put your ramen. Look at that, guys.
That's not going to get in your face.
Guys, look, we're getting the gains. So as I was saying, if you have some sort of neutral flavoured or even chocolate flavoured protein powder, you can probably substitute half of the hot chocolate powder for something like that. Because the hot chocolate powder is really only affecting flavour. It's not going to affect how they rise or not. In general, these don't rise very much. So the mix that you can see, that's pretty much all you're getting. You can observe, the date is the 11th of February as we film this. That's on these eggs, would you?
Yes.
So that's going to be a really nice little surprise as well.
Salmonella.
As we crack these eggs. I don't think you get salmonella, I think you'll just get a rotten egg. I'm actually going to do, you know the new Florence Pugh film where she's like, always crack them into a bowl. Because if you get yolk in, no, not yolk, if you get shell in, it's easier to remove than from out of a mixture. Did anyone watch that film except me?
Which one do you mean?
The one with Andrew Garfield in it.
Oh, We Live in Time.
We live in time.
We do indeed. Be real.
This is my method for getting the yolk out and separating it from the whites. I literally just tip it back and forth. Sometimes you get dodgy with it and you accidentally mess it up. Not
But you never do.
Not today, and not me. Look how lovely and orange that is. Gorgina.
2 large egg yolks.
Yeah. And there's just one normal egg.
Yes.
Correct. Okay, now this is the really risky one, because imagine this is our rotten egg, and it goes right in the mixture, and we have to scrap this whole video, and it's been going so well so far. Countdown, guys. 3, 2, 1. It wasn't wrong. Another life saved. Okay, we're just gonna mix this up, and like it says in Claire Saffitz's brilliant recipe, the fats are gonna kind of separate a bit, but that's really fine. Once you put the dry ingredients in, it's not really gonna be a problem. And now we're gonna add our sugar. We have brown sugar and white sugar. This is another pet peeve I have when people cook online. If you're making cookies, buy the brown sugar. You can't make cookies without brown sugar. It's gonna fail, it's not gonna work. Your cookies are gonna be biscuits. They're gonna look disgusting, they're gonna taste disgusting. Buy the brown sugar. You're not better than buying brown sugar. On a good day, I can make this recipe in, I wanna say like 20 minutes, and then straight in the oven. Preheat your oven. That's another thing you should be doing, which we did much earlier, but I'm just demonstrating to you, if you forgot, this is what you should be doing. Jesus Christ, that's dirty. That's another thing, greasing your pan. Are people really doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean full.
Yeah.
No. You're not part of the proletariat like I am. The people.
The people don't grease the
We are.
pans.
This is another thing. If you're cooking in Europe, I say not just England, I mean Europe for the international
The
audience
main
out there.
land.
I mean, Alex is watching this and she's in Sweden. So. The recipe book, this is one of the annoying measurements that she doesn't give in both forms. She only gives the temperature in Fahrenheit, and if you convert it into Celsius, it's something like 177 degrees. So you can choose if you're going to have 175 or 180. I usually do 175 Because it's different. Like, what? When do you get something that tells you to cook at 175? Like, that's new, that's ambiguous. I'm just checking because I don't want this to go wrong and you guys, all your brownies cooking along at home go wrong. It's a half cup. So we're gonna do a half cup of caster sugar. I found this back of the cupboard, so it's really nice and clumpy. You can see, I'm trying to get just the clear granules in this, but there's gonna be a big clump I have to break up. I've accepted that already. So we'll combine this a bit. And then I'm more just checking that there aren't any big clumps I'm gonna have to break up later. All right, I'm gonna leave that, and then we're gonna move on to our next half cup. And then we're pretty much ready to add the dry and move on. Get this stuff out of the way. I feel like you can really pick up from this video why my parents are annoyed at me after I cook. So after we've combined the sugar and the eggs, what we're gonna do is add our dry and then add our chopped chocolate. Something I don't understand again about cooking videos is why they always like add the dry and then add the chocolate when it's fucking impossible to mix it in. In my opinion, and I've never had it go wrong when I've done this, do your wet, add your chocolate. This is the same for brownies, the same for cookies. Add your chopped chocolate, then add your dry. I don't think it'll make a difference. Will they make a difference? I guess the clumps could be bigger. No. You know what? I'm gonna take a stand. It won't make a difference. Ella, you have so much chocolate on your face.
On my face?
I
must just be. Oh, it's just.
We were doing Ghost in the studio. I feel like you haven't got that joke. Comment down below if you got it. We're gonna do our chopped chocolate. So I'm using fancy chocolate for this. I'm using Tony's Chocolonely. There's about 200 grams in this, about 180. That's how much you're gonna want. If you want to add more, if you want to be fancy, that's up to you. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on you for it. My only problem is when I've done that before, a very important part of this recipe is that you leave it overnight in the fridge. And when it's just so much chocolate, it's impossible to cut through. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to share these with the world. Oh, what does this say? Thumbnail right here. This is impact. Oh, do I look good?
Yeah, so good.
There's a chance it's dirty. Audience, are we saying this is dirty? Usually if it's just butter, I'd say there's already butter in it, like you'll be alright. But this has chopped and chicken, I'm pretty sure.
Anna, you can't just rinse it if it's chopped
no,
chicken.
Like a cooked chicken. Cooked chicken, Ella.
Okay.
You have no faith in me. What the hell? This is going really well. Yeah. Also, this knife is going to be really hot. That could be a bit problematic for me cutting this.
Surely that'll make it easier.
Yeah, but you don't want it to start melting on the board.
Okay.
This is like a really nice chopping sound as well. Like this is ASMR. Ella, come in and get this. This is the salted caramel in it. And then you've got to face that existential horror of posting such a thing like this, which is, you know, I have people plotting on my downfall. One of those people is you. And you probably just like this video and left a hate comment under a fake name. You probably made a whole new account just so you could leave a hate comment under a fake name. And I just want you to know, I know it's you. We're gonna bleep the name. They can guess. That's a good candidate as well. We have a lot of ops. I don't think she'd leave a hate comment.
No, and yes, she would. On a fake account name, she would.
It's a hard thing to know that someone out there who's plotting on your downfall is gonna know that you've tried to make a YouTube video. Because I make fun of that too. But the difference is this is gonna be a hit. And yours won't be. So there, and you're deciding, should I pursue a YouTube career? Don't. There's enough stars already.
Don't
We don't
oversaturate
need
the
you out
market.
there. The market's happy with me alone. Really chopped. That's something you're gonna want if you're making
Like me.
Come over. Partly because it's really heavy and I might need some help. That went miraculously well.
Don't need any help.
Yeah. Sisters standing up for themselves.
We do need help from you though, our sponsors.
Now sponsored by
Cut to that.
Better Help. Let them get money. Let your favourite YouTubers get money. Once I have millions of sponsors asking me to sponsor my videos, I'm gonna get the bag. If you know it's bad, don't use it. How about that? If you want to take a crack sponsor, do what you have to do. Speaking of crack, let's get a bit of ASMR going. Ella, are you holding the camera wrong again? We sorted out that little error, and we'll just finish mixing this in. As you can see, like, there's gonna be chocolate in every bite. You just don't want it in every tooth, as I had once when I ate this straight out the fridge and cracked my tooth. I went to the dentist and they were like, that's fine, people crack their tooth all the time. NHS, wake up. My career is my fame. I'm relying on my looks for my career, and they're saying chopped tooth aren't a problem.
Chopped tooth.
Okay, again, we're mixing this in. It's gonna turn to like a kind of fudgy consistency. You don't want it cakey, obviously. Well, not obviously. Some people like a cakey brownie. Is this your video? I'm joking. I'm literally joking. You can speak as much as you want. So again, when you mix this, if you can kind of see, you're gonna kind of want to lift it up sometimes, because sometimes you're gonna get these little pockets where the flour likes to hide from you. What were you looking at?
I don't know.
You looked like there was someone in the garden. I was scared. So this is pretty much done. If you want to pan to the oven and see if that's finished preheating. It has. Guys, you getting excited? When these are cooked, actually. Guys, I think I'm having heart palpitations. Wait, palpitations are normal, right? Everyone has heart palpitations.
Doesn't sound normal.
I mean the word palpitations. I thought heart palpitations just meant like your heart is moving. This is the tin I'm gonna bake it in. I'm pretty sure I usually use a bit of a smaller one, but I can't really find it right now. It's gonna be a lot thinner a layer than I usually like them. We're just gonna butter it straight up. I've never really heard of a recipe where someone over butters the tin. You're gonna have to do it, I'm sorry. I know it's like the most unnecessary step that everyone's like, I'll skip that. Ella's behind the camera going, no, you have to do every step. What do you mean it's not? It's a bain one, not a double broiler. Pour in. This is another step where I might need not audience participation, but cameraman participation. This is a toilet angle. That was getting cut.
Shout out dietary requirements.
Yeah. If you have dietary requirements out there, this channel's for you. We support you. We're
You
not
can't eat off
going
this.
to help you in any way. We're not going to cook anything for you, but I mean,
We shout you out.
yeah, we have solidarity. Subscribe. This is going to be, so we originally tried filming this at like a much lower angle, and all you could pick up is double chin.
Oh, no,
I feel like we're going to get that again.
So,
Yeah, you can now, you're in it. As you can see, look, like this is such a thin layer. And it's going to be hard to spread just because of the sheer amount of chocolate. If you've put less chocolate in, it's not going to be as much the same. I don't know how big this tin is. That seems to be a thing that people like know. Like, oh, this is a 7-inch baking tin. Not me. Man of the people. I'm a woman. This is a Brighton channel, so you've got to make sure you have over these liberals today.
I'm saying that.
I'm saying that just because you want to make sure I get like sponsors. We could have right-wing sponsors, raw milk sponsors. I'd support that. I'd like to try it. My immune system could support that, I think, raw milk. If yours couldn't. Again, we're attacking the people with intolerances. We support you. Get a grip, maybe.
Your bank just popped up saying 1 transaction.
Things can go wrong. The cocoa powder spills. The
Bank
broiler
account
attacks
empty.
me. You film badly. I'm robbed during the video. Chances are I have lost my card. I'm in a perpetual state of having lost my card. Okay, this is finally going in the oven. This is gonna go in for, this is the real bad bit, because the only step I usually forget is how many minutes this is meant to go in the oven, which is on the second page. And if you can just cut back to our book currently, I cannot flip that to that second page. We're just gonna guess. I'm pretty sure that this goes in here for 25 minutes. That's the best part of the recipe, where we're just gonna scram. We're just gonna eat the leftovers. And there's no conclusion to that. I'm filming this 2 days later after editing, and it just ends. It just ends. as most things do. Here's a little clip of me and Ella eating our delectable brownies. Thank you for watching. Hopefully more videos coming. I mean, hopefully for me, I guess, maybe not for you. I don't think anyone made it this far, but thank you. Enjoy your day.